Hi everyone, my name's Hazel and I'm an author and a PhD student, and in today's video we are going to be decorating and filling out my diary for the new year. So I already went ahead and put the first sticker on because when I got 17's new semicolon album it came with a semicolon sticker, so I put it on my diary straight away for the new year. Then I was like, wait, if I don't decorate the rest of it I can buy some really cute stickers off Etsy and decorate the rest of it for a video. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So this is my diary from this year. It's the same one as this one except it's brown with silver and this is pink with black. So if you look at the size of them, because this one is full, it's a lot thicker, and this one is brand new and there's nothing in it yet. So it's a really good diary. So before, in 2019, I actually had a bullet journal and I really enjoyed doing it and I really liked drawing and making cute themes for each month. However, I started my PhD in October 2019 and even though I didn't have a lot of work October, November, December for my PhD, it was becoming like a struggle to be able to do that every month. So I was like, when we get to 2020 I'm gonna need a different diary setup, but I really liked the customization you could do with a bullet journal. And like, you don't have to do that with a bullet journal. You can put a minimum amount of effort into it and it'll still look fairly nice and organised, or you could do what I did and spend a lot of time doing it. So I feel like this diary, so it's called the Molong diary, I think it's Korean. You can just get them off Amazon, they're not that expensive. And they come blank like this. So this is where you put the months and then the days. So you can start this diary in January, you can start it in September if you prefer an academic diary, or if you live in a different country and the academic year I think it starts in April in some countries. So it's a really good diary, I really like it. If you're super busy, maybe these days they don't have enough space for you, like this is a Friday, maybe that's not enough space for you, but as a PhD student this gives me enough space for both my PhD work, for fan fiction ideas I have, as well as video planning. So I'll just show you quickly this one. So this one did have stickers on and my mum bought me this diary as a graduation present when I graduated from my masters in December, and it arrived when we got home from my graduation. And actually one of my best friends had diaries like this and I had been considering getting one because it always kept a really well organised, this one. So let's go to this week. So this was last week, so today is Monday, so this was all of last week. This week is looking pretty bare because I haven't filled it in yet. This is today, film video, that's what we're doing. But this is last week, so you don't have to customise it obviously, but I really enjoy buying just like really cheap stickers. You know, you don't have to spend a load of money on it. And I also did buy a lot of washi tape for when I did bullet journaling, and it takes ages to go through like a single roll of washi tape. Is roll the right word? I'm not sure, but it takes forever. So I have loads left over, so I was like, why not use them in here? And that's also part of the reason why this diary is so bulky now in comparison to this one, because my old one is filled with stickers. So these stickers on the front of it are like plasticky ones that my friend got me for my birthday the other year when she went to South Korea, which was really nice of her. But yeah, it's a really nice compact diary, not too huge, and if you put stickers in it will get thicker, but you know, it looks pretty. So this is the diary we are using today and I'm really excited to use it, so let's get all of the stickers out. Okay, so these are all of the stickers. Like I said, I didn't spend that much money on them. You don't need to spend a fortune on stickers, but I got, I think, all of them off Etsy. I usually would buy them off Amazon or something like that, but just because the way this year has been, I thought it'd be better to support some independent sellers. So I actually bought all of these off Etsy, so if you like the look of any of them I will link them down below in the description. Links to their shops in the description. So there are some Stitch stickers, some cute pink ones, as well as some cat ones because I love cats. So I'm actually going to use this other diary as well, so we can like use the back of it to plan out the back of this diary so we don't have to switch them over. And I really like this sticker actually, it reminds me of Miraculous Ladybug. If you're just here for diary decoration, I also make videos about Miraculous Ladybug. Because I am an 8-year-old stuck in a 24-year-old woman's body. It's just the way it is. I hope you've all been doing okay. This year has just been not been great for anyone, unless your name is Jeff Bezos. It's just been awful. Like, I think I've been, well, I don't think I've been, I have been really lucky in that I haven't caught the virus, no one I know has died, and I've also managed to keep my job. I know I've been really lucky in that respect. I know I have. But it's just, it still has been hard. Like, don't get me wrong, it 100% could have been harder. But it's not been easy for anyone, I'm sure, no matter what position they've been fortunate enough to be in, you know. But I guess one good thing to come out of this year is my YouTube channel. So the morning of filming this, just before I clicked record, I did check on my channel and I have 54 subscribers. And I know in the grand scheme of YouTube that is literally nothing. It's really insignificant. However, I'm really proud of myself. Like, it takes a lot sometimes to film because it's so nerve-wracking sometimes, you know? It can be scary. Like, a lot of the times I'll just sit there and stare at the camera and it's already recording, but I can't bring myself to start talking. I can't always do it. I'll like sit there for 5 minutes, like when I edit it later, I'm just staring at the screen for 5 minutes. But I think it's been really worthwhile. It's really helped with my confidence and what I think of myself as well. And I don't know, I just can't believe I have 54 subscribers. That, you know, to have 54 people wanting to watch me, even if they don't watch all of my videos, because I know all my videos, they don't quite go together, they are a bit odd and random sometimes, because I realise the people who watch Miraculous Ladybug aren't probably interested in makeup videos and stuff like that. I understand that, but I'm just blown away that 54 people, like, that's insane. I don't think I've ever had 54 people listen to me all at once, ever. So like I said, I know it's not really significant in the grand scheme of YouTube. I know my channel is teeny tiny, but I'm really proud of myself. And I know I don't ask people to subscribe at the end of the videos because I just feel like people on YouTube, if you're watching YouTube videos, you know by now about subscribing. Like, I don't really think people forget about it. I mean, I certainly don't forget. If I want to subscribe, I don't need them to tell me. I'll do it myself, you know? So I don't say to subscribe because I do find it kind of annoying, but thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It's been really fun and I hope to continue doing YouTube this year. But honestly, my PhD, let's start sticking these on now. My PhD has been getting to me a bit. It's been really stressing me out recently. I'm not really sure if I want to talk about it. I think it's going to be hard to get off the bat because they probably will be. I'm not sure if I want to talk about it, but actually yeah, let's talk about it, because I made a video a while ago where I talked about it and it actually really helped me, or I thought it did. So essentially, for a PhD you need to be able to write well academically, which, you know, is a given, I think. But because my degree and my masters are all in creative writing and script writing, I've never actually really ever had to do academic writing, or not a lot of it anyway. So my assignments usually were write a short story, write a poem, write a short film, and then write a reflective essay about how you found the process. And whilst a reflective essay can be academic, they were like 2,000 words long. Like, I could do it for 2,000 words. But I'm just really struggling at the minute, and it's actually making me kind of paranoid actually to check my university email address. I don't know if you saw when I opened the diary. One of the things I've got to do today is send an email, and that seems like a stupid thing to put in your planner, but it is something that does cause me quite a lot of anxiety sometimes, you know? Because I'm afraid of what my supervisors are going to say. So I'd sent them a draft of a first chapter I'd done, and they were like, it is good, but it's too descriptive, it's not critical or analytical enough, we need more of that at PhD level, which I get. And I know I'm being hard on myself because this is the first time I'm doing something like this, you know? If this was me back at my degree level and I wasn't able to do it, I would be the same, but like, I just feel like I should know how to do it because I'm a PhD student, you know? I'm just annoyed at myself. So I sent them the chapter. They were saying it wasn't good enough and you need to like maybe apply a theoretical framework to it to make it more analytical. However, I don't really understand theoretical frameworks. My supervisors will be like, you need to do this thing, and because I am a PhD student, they expect me to know what that thing is, and I have no idea, and I'm too afraid to ask for help from them because I'm autistic. I don't really like asking for help from people, so because I don't want them to think that I can't do it even though I can't do it. I don't like people thinking I'm stupid, you know? So I took a couple of days off to try and work out what a theoretical framework was, and I thought I understood it, and I read this book that had a theoretical framework in it. So I just sent them back an example structure of how the chapter would go with the theoretical framework. But then my supervisor replied and was like, no, not like that. So she kind of was helpful in her email. She was just like, because my PhD is also a creative writing PhD, it's about how I'm applying what I've learnt to my novels. So it is creative writing still, but with more academic stuff. She said you obviously are more confident with creative rather than academic writing, and I 100% am. I would rather write 6 80,000 word novels than one 80,000 word thesis. I would. So because all of my supervisors are away on annual leave, none of them can help me right now, so my supervisors just kind of left me hanging, which is just because of the time of year it is. It's not their fault or anything like that. So they've just said we're gonna talk again in the new year when uni starts back up, which is fine, and we're gonna try and, like, she phrased it as recentering my PhD to make it a bit different. So like I think the subject matter and what I'm aiming to do is still gonna be the same, but the way in which I'm gonna do it and the way in which I'm gonna write it up is going to be different, which hopefully will help me, but I guess because I don't know what's going on yet, it's made me paranoid, as it normally would, I think, for most people, you know? Like, I keep going back and forth all the time about whether or not I should drop out of my PhD. Not to pursue YouTube or anything like that, nothing like, oh my god, my channel's not even monetized. It's not for that, I have a job. Don't worry, I'd be okay if I dropped out of my PhD, but it's just so hard sometimes, and I just feel like I'm stupid and don't deserve to be doing a PhD, you know? And I don't really like talking about it, but yeah. And you know, I don't actually want to quit my PhD. I want to keep going because I really feel like what I'm researching is worth it. It's a good cause and I want to help solve the problem I am researching, but I just feel like I'm too stupid for PhD. Like, I always told myself, like, masters is as far as I would go, that I was too stupid for PhD, that I couldn't do it, and that I shouldn't even try to do it. So this is the front, by the way. It's really pretty and cute. Sorry this is such a sad conversation. So I always told myself I was too stupid to do it, and I wasn't even going to try, but then one of my best friends, she started thinking about doing a PhD, and it kind of motivated me into thinking about doing a PhD, and now here we are both doing PhDs, and we haven't really spoken about it in a while because it just kind of upsets me to talk about it, because it is something I do really want to do. But like I said, I just feel like I'm not clever enough to do it, even though I really want to, so yeah. Will I finish university, or will university finish me? Subscribe to find out. I mean, I hope I do finish. I would love to get a PhD. But yeah. We need one more. What should we go with? This one? No, it's too big. So yeah, that's been sad. However, the finale of The Mandalorian was, well, it was also sad. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but if you want to talk about it in the comments, we can 100% do that. I'm just still recovering from it, to be honest. However, in a couple of days, so I think this will be going up on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, but I'm filming this on the Monday before Christmas. I'm pretty sure my mum has got me a Baby Yoda teddy for Christmas. So yeah, like I said, I'm an 8-year-old stuck in a 24-year-old woman's body because I am incredibly excited that I am going to be getting a teddy from Build-A-Bear for Christmas. Honestly, that's what's keeping me going. And another thing that's been really helping me this year, because I have been getting super stressed, because I've had all this time to myself, I've just been doing more and more work, which I know is really bad. I should take time to relax since I've got the time. But I've just seen it as an opportunity to essentially stress myself out more, which, you know, is always great. But I have been trying to relax. I find writing fan fiction quite relaxing because I love writing fan fiction. I've also been playing more games, so I got Animal Crossing for my Switch and I've been really enjoying that. It is a really relaxing game. It came out at literally the perfect time. It was great. And we also got a PS5 recently and I've been playing Persona 5 on there. I'm not very good at it, and when I told my brother I was actually playing the game on easy, he shouted at me, but I think I was right too, because even on easy, it's still kind of a hard game. I'm not the best gamer. I don't think I'd even class myself as a gamer, to be honest, because I am autistic. I know not every autistic person has difficulty with this, but I do have some coordination difficulties sometimes. So for fast-paced games, like a first-person shooter, I'm usually not very good at them. I'm much better at third-person, kind of more stealth games. I don't really play them anymore, but when I did, I really enjoyed the Assassin's Creed games. I was pretty good at Assassin's Creed. Although my brothers would disagree with you, all three of them. They would be like, no, you're not, Hazel. I thought I was good at them. Anyway. But I've been really enjoying that. And speaking of coordination difficulties, despite my coordination difficulties, I actually, on Thursday, so Thursday the 17th of December, I passed my driving test. I was so happy. First of all, I never thought I would be able to pass my driving test and get my license because again of my autism, I'm just really uncoordinated, and as it was, I've had to have driving lessons for 2 years, which I think is a lot longer than the average person who gets driving lessons in the UK anyway. And I started driving lessons, driving manual, or if you're American, stick shift I think it's called, with the gear stick. I started with that, but it was too difficult, so I stopped, and that was when I was like 18. And I started again a year later, but my anxiety was really bad. So my mum let my instructor know, like, she has anxiety, can you just be, you know, careful with her, don't try and push her too much or she might have a panic attack in the car. So whenever I got a bit anxious about a manoeuvre, my driving instructor used to say, I know you've got problems. And I was like, you telling me I've got problems? I'm well aware I've got problems. I'm not going to become a better driver by you telling me I've got problems. Looking back on it, it's funny, but like also at the same time, like, how rude. Just tell someone, look, I know you've got problems right now. You just wouldn't, would you? But I managed to pass. And I also thought during the test I failed about 3 times. So it was like literally when I came out of the test centre, as I was coming out of the road, I drove over the curb. I was like, well, I failed in the first 30 seconds. Is that a record or no? Turns out I didn't fail because I went over the curb with my back wheel. You only fail if you go over the curb with your front wheel. I don't know if that's different in other countries. That's apparently how it is in the UK. Only the front wheel. But yeah, I passed, and like I said, I thought that was impossible, but I still did it. Like, yeah, it took me a while, a lot longer than the average person in the UK, but I did it. So if I can do that, then surely that means I can do my PhD too, right? Yes, they are very different things, but I thought that was going to be impossible. But just because something is hard doesn't mean it's impossible, right? So this is the front. So we have a Stitch sticker, a couple of cat ones, some cute pink ones, this one that reminds me of Miraculous Ladybug with the pinky blue colours, and this bridge that reminds me of like France and Prague. Oh, I want to go back to Prague so badly. Not right now. And then the 17 semicolon sticker, because 17, why not? And then on the back I have some more of the pink ones, some more cat ones, and then another Stitch one. So now it's time to go inside the diary. Okay, so like I said, this one is blank, apart from maybe the outside's not blank anymore, but this is the inside. So it has these cool little pouches in the front and the back for stickers. Well, I mean, I use them for stickers. You could put money, your passport, your driving license, credit cards in here. I wouldn't advise any of those, but I use it for stickers. Maybe receipts. Receipts is probably a more sensible option. Why didn't I say receipts first? I don't know. So it's just really cute and sweet, and it has these little doodles in it of Molang, this Korean character, and I can read Korean writing, but I don't really know what any of it says. Like, I could read this to you, but I'm not going to because I don't want to offend anyone who's Korean watching, because I probably will. So this is just like for your personal information. That's what I usually put there, you know, my name, my email address. And then, like I said, you can use this for any year you want. So this is going to be for 2021, but when you order them, none of them are year specific. It does have these calendars in, but we've done both of these years, so I don't use them. And then it has this overall calendar. So we are just gonna fill that one out first. So the pens I have to do this, I just have a plain black ballpoint, a pink ink pen, as well as this, oh my gosh, how do I pronounce this? Tombow Fudanosuke hard tip pen. We won't be using it for this, but we will later on. I used to use it all the time for bullet journaling, so I hope it hasn't run out. It's like a bit like, it's not like a proper calligraphy pen, but you can kind of use it for that. Is it a proper calligraphy pen? Oh, it does actually say calligraphy pen on it. You won't be able to see it. It's a Japanese pen. I'll see if I can link it below in the description. It is a really good pen, but I don't use it for normal writing. I use it for like arty writing. So let's go. So let's get going with this calendar. Do you like my dinosaur, by the way? Can you see him? Isn't he cute? I love him. So because this calendar is absolutely tiny, for birthdays I just draw a little balloon and then I put whoever it is. So this is my friend Jess's birthday. Then the next birthday is the day after, which is Sungkwan from 17's birthday. So we're just gonna, shall I zoom you in a bit? So for Sungkwan I write his name in Korean because his name is long. I'm not trying to keep that in the box, so we'll write it in Korean for him. Then the next birthday is Dino from 17. I hope all these dates are right. I took them out of the last diary. I hope they're correct. And then on the 14th, of course, we have Carrot Day. Not Valentine's Day. Carrot Day. Oh, it's Carrot Day. Don't try and argue with me. It's Carrot Day, alright? And then on the 18th, we have Vernon's birthday, as well as DK's birthday. How do we spell his name? Should I just spell his actual name? I think that's easier for me. I don't even know if that's correct. I'll just put him the day afterwards with an arrow. Why do you two share a birthday? Don't you realise how inconvenient that is for my diary? Like, how dare you? So that's the first two columns. I will fill out the rest later. I'll just show you the rest of it. So the next page I don't use. It's for like a timetable, I guess, for people still in school. So these are 1 to 12, I'm assuming, of like a school day. I know this diary's Korean, but do they have 12 lessons in a day? When I was in high school I only had 6 a day, and like, that was pushing it. So along the top it has Monday to Saturday, I think. So 월요일, 화요일, 수요일, 목요일, 금요일, and 토요일. Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's no Sunday in here. Do they go to school on a Saturday in Korea? That's cruel, in my opinion. Anyway, actually when I'm playing Persona 5, I think they go to school on a Saturday in the game. I don't know if that's just for that school or maybe it's just for Tokyo schools. Like, I'm assuming the game is accurate to Japan since I think the people who make it are Japanese. So like I said, it has some Korean in. I don't know what it says. It says something, probably about these carrots. So this is the next page. So like I said, all the months are blank, but I'm going to be starting them from January. So it has this little cutout here where you put in whatever month you want, and then it has a calendar. So I'm going to put the same information I had on the other calendar in here. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to be using this Tombow Fudanosuke pen to do it. So how do you spell January? I really struggle with January and February. J-N... No. J-N... J-A-N-U-A-R-Y. Yeah, I think that's correct. Even though I am a writer and do spend a lot of time reading, I'm really, really bad at spelling, like notoriously bad at spelling. In fact, like, it's not even funny how bad I am at spelling. So bad. Thank God for Grammarly. Speaking of Grammarly though, does no one literally use it? Every time I get an email from them, it says I'm in like the top 10% of users, and I'm like, and that can be after writing like only 1,000 words that week that they checked. And I'm just like, does no one use this thing? I really like Grammarly. This is not sponsored by Grammarly, but I wish it was. I use it so much. I'd love to be sponsored by Grammarly. I don't think anyone's ever been sponsored by Grammarly that I've watched though. But anyway, back to what's been getting me through this year. 17 and just K-pop in general has been getting me through this year. So if you didn't know, if you're not a 17 fan, they were supposed to come to Europe for the first ever time and have a concert in London, which I obviously got a ticket for, and it was in March, so it obviously got cancelled. So whilst I'm happy it got cancelled so people won't be put in harm's way, me and the rest of the fans who would be there, as well as 17 and all of their staff, of course I'm happy about that. However, I've also waited like 5 years for them to come to the UK. Like, I've been a fan of them. Like, they debuted in May 2015 and I've been a fan of them since December 2015. So almost as long as they've been together, I've been a fan of them. So I've waited all that time for them to come here. And just when they did, it got cancelled. So yeah, that wasn't fun, but they've been keeping me going with all the Going 17 episodes. Like, the devil works hard, but the Going 17 producers work harder. Like, oh my god, the amount of content 17 fans get is just amazing. Okay, so I've done the layout of it. I'm just gonna write in the events happening this month, which I think was my friend Jess's birthday and Sungkwan's birthday, so let's quickly do that. And because we've got more space, I'm gonna draw a little cake for the birthdays. Isn't that cute? So yeah, 17 have just been helping me with all the content they've been releasing, but I really do enjoy K-pop, like, a lot. And who have my favourite groups been this year, apart from 17? I really enjoyed Golden Child this year, as well as the band Lucy. I think they're probably my favourite K-pop band. Like, 17 aren't a band, they're a group, but Lucy as a band, they play their own instruments and stuff. I really like Lucy. I will leave some of their songs linked down below. I've really been enjoying them this year as well. So the next page is just like a notes page. I usually actually use this to plan out videos. So this is in my other diary. There's also pages for notes at the back. And this is where I wrote the introduction for my roasting the outfits and miraculous ladybug videos. This is where I wrote the introduction for it because I had a few things I wanted to say. I wanted to get it all out. So I hand wrote an introduction for it, and it pretty much matches up if you want to check it out. It was a fun video to film. But yeah, like I said, there are note sections at the start of each month, and then it gets into the month. So there's like 5 pages with these cute little Molang illustrations. I think it's 5 pages. Then there's this random page, and then it starts again with the next month. So we will just fill out January, and then I think we'll end the video there, just because, you know, let's just get it started. Let's plan with me a bit. I will use all these other stickers at points during this diary. I'm not going to throw them out after this. I will use them. Do not worry. But back to K-pop. What else have I been enjoying this year? I've really enjoyed the group Weki Meki. They've been great. I really liked their song Cool, as well as, I actually think it's a tourist song. It's like to promote tourism in a certain part of Korea. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but it was a really good song. And this isn't K-pop, it's J-pop, but the new JYP girl group, Nizzy U, I really like them. They're really, really good. Of course, we have to mention the duet Joshua and DK from 17 did with Pink Sweats called 17. It was just quite literally the most perfect song ever. It's beautiful, and like there are so many of the 17 duets with him. Like I'm sure you'll find one you like even if you don't like the 17 one, but I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a masterpiece. But then again, everything 17 sings on is also a masterpiece, and I'm really happy to see more members of 17 getting into writing and composing. And actually 17 is the reason why I decided to book my driving test in for the 17th in a month. Because 17 is obviously a lucky number. So we've got to the 15th and 16th where my friend's birthday is and Sunquan's birthday is, so we're gonna write it in pink just to spice it up a bit. I did think about using coloured pens last year, but I decided against it just because I couldn't be bothered. But if I write all the, you know, events and stuff in coloured pen, it'll look nice and snazzy, you know? And then for Sunquan we've got more space, so I'll write it out romanized instead of in Korean because no one wants to see my terrible Korean handwriting. Well, my Korean handwriting's okay. It's my speaking and listening that falls down. Reading and writing is alright. Just the listening part, I'm terrible at that. But yeah, even though I guess I've coped this year and not a load of super bad stuff has happened to me, it still hasn't been fun. Like, I've tried to make it fun, but it just hasn't been. And I hope 2021 is going to be miles and miles better. Like, I guess we're getting the vaccine now, so hopefully things will get better, but if you don't live in England, if you don't know this, England currently has a new variant of the virus. I don't know what's going to happen with that, no idea. So yeah, even though I'm in a tier 3 county, I do feel pretty safe. So even though I'm in tier 3, my actual town is actually like a tier 1 town, but that doesn't mean we're in tier 1 because the rest of the county is in tier 3. My town is really safe because there's nothing here. It's empty, it's desolate. No one wants to come here. So we don't really get any cases of the virus because no one visits. And most of the population are elderly, so they don't travel anywhere. But next year has to be better. Like, it just has to be. You know, if I can't go on anymore, like, I'm nearly losing it. If I'm nearly losing it and I do feel like I'm kind of strong mentally, then other people have got to be losing it. Yeah, it stands to reason. So yeah, it has to be better because nothing can be bad forever, right? I hope so. I just keep asking you questions and you can't respond. Well, I mean, you can't respond in the comments. But yeah, I do like replying to comments. That's a fun thing. I like that part about it. And I don't usually get mean comments either, which is really cool. So yeah, that was planning my diary with me. I'm not gonna do the rest of it. It's the same every single month, except it's a different person's birthday, depending on what date it is, or a different event. Like, for example, National Princess Day, which I think is on the 18th of November. I love National Princess Day. What a great holiday. And then on the 5th of November, of course, in England, Bonfire Night. The weirdest thing ever. I do like Bonfire Night, I do like fireworks. But yeah, like I said, it does get kind of repetitive filling out this diary, so I won't fill out the rest of it on camera. I will do it myself. And of course I will use up the rest of these stickers as I fill out the rest of it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you all stay safe and you all better have a good day. That was a threat. And I hope you have or had a really good Christmas, or you're just enjoying some time off from work and just relaxing if you don't celebrate Christmas. So yeah, that's all for today and I will see you all next time. Bye!